What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Next Gen 720, and I'm back with another video. And all I can say is, man, it's going down. The Wii U homosexuals, they're attacking each other right now. Just seen the video. Black Bond just sent me a link via Twitter. A critical hit 64. Guy like Dennis the Menace. He's going after Dr. Trey. He said Dr. Trey is washed up, so he wants to take over the Nintendo propaganda side on YouTube. So, like I said, and this probably has a lot to do with the the postponement of Watchdogs for Wii U. You know what I mean? Just looked at some of the. By the way, I got a special guest from my man, Legal Winnings. We just share his shooting the breeze. But you know what? Check it out, though, Peter. I'm and it's crazy. Like I didn't talk to you about this. I didn't talk to several of you guys about this. You know what I mean? Nintendo fans need to get out of this whole conspiracy theory that third parties out to get them. Third parties companies are in the business to make money. Fucking Splinter Cell sold like shit. Assassin's Creed sold like shit. Rayman, you know what I mean? Like, these games that they're releasing for the Wii U, you Nintendo fans are not buying them. You know what I mean? I won't be surprised if the motherfucking game was canceled. You know what I mean? Same thing they did with Aliens, you know what I mean, Marines. They delayed it. Then the motherfucker was canceled for the Wii U. Like, I won't be surprised if this goddamn game is delayed for the Wii U. Canceled for the Wii U. I would not be surprised.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
You can't even trust Nintendo now, even when they do when a third party game. Because I don't want to say Nintendo first party, but you can't even trust a third party company anymore when they say they're going to give you DLC. Batman Origins for the Wii U, which they said they were going to give the Wii U DLC, canceled.
Know why?
Imagine buying that and you think you're going to get the DLC and you bought the game in the back of the box.
You know why? You know why it was canceled?
They didn't sell enough copies.
I'm being real. You know what I mean? That's not trolling. Like I said, men lie, women lie, but numbers do not lie.
Nintendo lies.
Yeah. Nintendo and their fan base, they built this conspiracy theory. Like, who shot JFK? You know? Like, I looked at, let me go here. Fucking chewing gum. Fucking Wii U Daily. Ubisoft had their, I guess, their quarterly meeting or whatever, their investors. They showed their, what they made. The Wii U accounted for less than 5% of Ubisoft's total sales. Less than 5 fucking percent. And that's crazy as hell, man. Like, right now, the Wii U software attach rate is probably lower than fucking PCs. You know, motherfuckers PCs, they bootleg all that shit, but it's the truth. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like I said, in the day, they, like I said, actually, you gave me the link to Red Edit. You know what I mean? If that was that rumored clip for Watchdogs on the Wii U,
yeah,
that shit looked like dog shit. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I remember Ubisoft said that they was making a special development team for the Wii U, just the console and the Wii U and their, and their hardware. But you know what I mean? They releasing these games for the Wii U and they're not selling. You know what I mean? So they probably did take personnel from the Wii U group and put them with the Xbox One and the PS4 group. Just being real. Like, what are your thoughts on that, though, bro?
I'll just say this about Nintendo third-party games. You look at Assassin's Creed or the Watchdogs, they probably have, I'm guessing, 20 people on that team working on the Wii U port, give or take.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's just say, I don't know how much these people make, but I'm going to say if you're that talented, you probably make anywhere from $50,000 and up. So take 50,000, right, and multiply it by 20 times, and take that number and look at the cost of porting that. Will they even get their money back on what they spend porting it? Which is probably no.
I would say this though. If Ubisoft does have plans to release Watch Dogs on the Wii U, and it's not just a mere ploy to like cancel the game altogether on the Wii U, this is going to hurt their sales. So some people were really looking forward to getting Watch Dogs. It's a big game, you know what I mean? And if these guys have other platforms, first of all, I can't see if someone has a PS4 or Xbox One buying the Watch Dogs for the Wii U. Like, I mean, but anyway, if these guys have other platforms whether it be a PS3 360 or a PS4, the Xbox One. They're not going to wait to buy that game on the Wii U, especially it's not bringing anything new. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Especially maybe if these guys, whoever the fuck they may have not got a next generation console yet, a PS4, Xbox One, and they have a PS3 or a 360, the Wii U version, especially got if that fucking that footage was from the Wii U that they took it down right away on Red Edit. That shit looked like horrible, like a fucking Vita game. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
this, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's like, fuck it. Nintendo shot themselves in the fucking foot, Peter. You know what I mean? They just thought they released this half-ass, underpowered ass console, and you know what I mean. And they thought that they get third party aboard, and and that Nintendo fans will go out and buy this game in droves, this console in droves, and it backfired. You know what I mean? It fucking back. They even Watson said himself that include this tablet controller was a fucking mistake. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Most
I mean,
motherfuckers don't even know the difference between they think the Wii U still is an attachment to the original Wii, yo. That was horrible.
the worst thing is the hardcore Nintendo fans will say how great the tablet is, but they need to understand people who haven't made a decision on buying a console. The only thing that they're going to look at is the graphics and does it look like it's going to give them some fun. Let's just say, for instance, that tablet is amazing to play on. Let's just pretend, just for the sake of
Yeah.
argument.
Uh huh.
You can't demonstrate that on a commercial or displaying that at Best Buy or anything like that. The Wii motion controls, when you saw the commercials or people just moving their arms, people understood that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They don't understand the tablet. If you don't understand it, that doesn't translate to sales. You know, so Nintendo needs to understand. They need to show things that translate into sales, and they went with the underpowered system with the tablet, which people, for sake of argument, will say it's amazing. Which I'm saying it's not, though. For sake of argument, say it is amazing. It doesn't translate to commercials or display units at stores, but graphics do. And when people walk into Best Buy or any of these stores and they see an Xbox One and they see a PS4 and they see the difference in the textures, they're amazing. Granted, I mean, a lot of times you can't see what these games look like on YouTube because of it gets degraded while it gets encoded. Some you can, but it doesn't look amazing on some of the games. Games like Rise or games that have amazing engines, you're going to see it. Call of Duty, Battlefield, you see it a little bit, but it's just like, does that look better? When you compare them side by side on YouTube, you see it.
Yeah.
But if you don't have a side by side, you're like, kind of like not that big of a deal.
It's not.
But that's Nintendo better build a next generation console. I mean, I will say this for the people that do like the tablet. By the time Nintendo does bring out a new console, they can still keep the tablet because it'll be so friggin' cheap to produce a product.
Oh, they done what they do. They said they're gonna release a console with what the fuck did I watch it said? Unless they make the tablet controller compatible with their new console, they said they're not gonna make two units. It's two home something along the line. They're not gonna make.
I think they're gonna use the same OS on the next one so they can.
I hope not. They better go x86.
No, I'm talking about operating system.
I'm sorry.
They can go x86, but they need to have the same operating system. That's why I think they're going to have the same operating system. So it's just like like Windows. It's easy to port games, even though like the Windows 95 to Vista, where they have to change some files, or old iOS or Android. I mean, it's all compatible for the most part between OSs. So if they make a mobile game that's for the 3DS, they can just throw it on like their new home console if everything's using the same OS.
But you know what Nintendo's answer was? So I guess to their woes, they saying that they're gonna put DS games on the console, 3DS games on the fucking Wii U.
Yeah.
I'm just being I'm just home to see what's funny. Speaking freely, I'm not really into handheld gaming. I have a Vita. I think it's a pretty cool item, but you want to catch me at a bus stop or anything, fucking playing the Vita. You know what I mean? I'm not saying, and I do like the Vita. I tell you what, I think I love the Vita. You know what I mean? It kind of gives me like a console feel. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? With especially with the networking and stuff on it. It's dope shit. But I think Nintendo, honestly, bro, and some people may say I'm wrong for this. They need to fucking just cut their fucking losses with the Wii U, bro. Those fucking big hits they got coming out this year. Put the motherfuckers on the Wii U. I mean, on the Wii U 2 or U2, whatever, the Wii U Part 2 or something. Let those be launch games or something that was still line up because man, I don't know. I don't give a fuck. Smash Bros. Ain't none of that shit gonna help the Wii U, bro.
I'm going to disagree with you because if they do that move, even it's gonna tarnish the reputation of
But how you figure though?
investing. It's
It's
gonna
not selling
tarnish.
now, Peter. They can go out and get some new
Oh,
fans.
hold on. It's going to tarnish the reputation
Okay.
of trusting Nintendo. If they do this, will they do this on their next console if they're not successful? I think I'm just saying my personal opinion is to stick it out for 4 years.
All right. All right.
That gives the consumers like I said, okay, I feel safe buying this.
4 years, Peter. Here's the thing. Let's just speak really. Okay, 4 years. Okay, you saying 4 more years on the market with the Wii U?
No, they already did one, so it's
They
down
did
to
two.
three.
Then it's the second year. How long the goddamn Wii U been out? Came out in 2012.
Yeah, well, I'm going
Okay,
by.
all right. Listen, all right. Listen. This is what you're saying. Now it's not selling now. The attach rate is shitty. Right?
Yeah,
Nintendo fans are not buying the fucking Wii U. No one's buying the Wii U.
I understand, but
Okay, so
you
if they
also
come out with a
have to
new
take into
console
take
that's a
taking.
more appealing, check it out. They come with a new console that's more appealing to third party with decent graphics like you have comparable to the Xbox One or probably the new Wii U is probably gonna be more powerful than the PS4 and the Xbox One. Most likely, if it comes out in 2015, 2016, it's gonna be more powerful than fucking the Xbox One and the PS4. Okay, if they make something, and like I said, they can make it. Go to third party, discuss this is what we're making. Give us, you know what I mean, and and cut with the bullshit policies. I believe Nintendo can turn it around. You know what I mean? They fucked up. They shot themselves in the foot with the Wii U, yo. They're not
I'm
gonna.
gonna say, I mean, if
This is
they
what you're
want to come
saying.
out and
This is what you're saying, Peter. They're gonna give up all this market share. They're not gonna get any of those next generation games, Peter. None of them. The system can't fucking run them.
I understand that, but you also run the risk of becoming the next Sega by
How?
doing it.
They got money in the bank. Nintendo's
I
not
understand they got money, but like I worked at KB Toys.
okay.
I remember customers who would not buy the Sega Dreamcast
Hey, bro, but
because
look
they
what they
felt that
did.
they got burnt in the past by Sega with the
But look
Sega
at what
CD.
look what Sega did, bro. The 32X, the Saturn. They had like fucking three consoles, bro. Four consoles and fucking the 32X, the Sega CD. All those shit was like in they had like 4 or 5 consoles in goddamn like
You
two
also have
years.
to take in consideration that it's going to take 3 years at best to build this hardware. To
How do
build
you
the
know?
new,
They probably, bro. You listen. They probably making a motherfucker already.
they're all yeah they're already making it now. But the time they get the software ready, the hardware that they need to design all this stuff, it's going to be within 3 to 4 years anyway,
No, bro. Like I
most
say,
likely.
if they wait too long, Peter, they take a chance to lose what little market share. They're not gonna. That's what I'm saying. All these new games that are coming out, bro, The Witcher 3 and all these shits, you know what I mean, that can't be done on current gen. You know what I mean? The Wii U's not
Yeah,
getting any of those fucking games, bro. Especially when the industry takes that shit to start using these next generation engines. You know
yeah,
what I mean? That's DirectX 11 or higher. You know what I mean? Compliant. Like I said, the Wii U is not gonna get any of those fucking games. So what are you gonna sit there and do? What? Just still continue to depend on first party? It's not working, Peter. That's not fucking working. I
yeah.
understand
But
what you're saying, but once even like I said, you have new games that are coming out. They're not coming to current gen. You got the new fucking EA UFC game. That's gonna be awesome. That's not coming to current gen. You know what I mean? Like I said, once the worst third party say this is it, we're using these next generation engines. The Wii U is not gonna get any of those fucking games. None of them. So we're gonna wait for another fucking Mario to come out.
well,
And
if you remember, like I remember with the Mark Carney, I think they started working on the PS4 like 3 or 4 years ago. So it took Sony like at least 3 to 4 years anyway. So I mean, by this holiday season, they're only 2 years away anyway from the next console, and that will give them the time to develop it. They got to develop the software. They got to work on their online because we know their online is shitty. I mean, they also have
They got to stop with the policies, though, Peter. You know what I mean? I know we doing it, but we doing we just shoot. You know what I mean? We bouncing ideas off each other, but I
Yeah,
think Nintendo one of their main things that they have to do is cut it with the bullshit policies. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like even they have a new Sonic game coming out. Not that I give a fuck about Sonic Boom, or whatever the fuck it's called. It has local multiplayer, but no online multiplayer. Like you know what I mean? Nintendo need to get off that wanting to keep the kids safe, which is all that's cool. It's noble, but that's why you have age restrictions. You know, you have system restrictions on the console. They don't. If the parent don't want their child going online,
Yeah,
block other features.
if they're that worried about it, they can bring out their console and have a video that's already embedded into the RAM, so the parents can understand how to set up parent control.
Yeah, it's self-explanatory. They don't want their kids going online, but Nintendo got to realize, think about it. Just by you guys focusing, like I said before, and I say it again, kids get games. Think about it. Birthdays is in Christmas. Adults get consoles all year long, right? We buy
Yeah,
games all year long. We get shit all year long. Really, you know what I mean?
I remember being a kid. The only time I got a video
Exactly. I
game,
got shit for Christmas and for my birthday. Maybe once
yeah,
in a blue moon, I may have got something, during the summer. I saved up my allowance. But really, I got the majority of my shit, like my gaming accessories, for Christmas and for my birthday.
yeah,
You know what I mean? But like I said, but their focus on is putting family first and kids first. Like goddamn, the reason why they took the fucking chat features from the 3DS is because they didn't want adults. And don't get me wrong, there was some pervert shit going on. You know what I mean? But you get the same shit on the fucking Xbox Live and PSN.
yeah.
You don't see Microsoft or Sony taking down their fucking chat features or text features. It's
See,
suicide.
I said this before about Nintendo, which they don't understand. They're losing more and more kid market.
Yes,
Like
they
your
are.
son is like 15 years old, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you go back to 2005, like before the
I bought him a Wii. And he played with it maybe a year. He wanted Call of Duty and Battlefield Online on a
okay.
360.
So he saw his dad playing these other games, and he wanted to emulate his
Not
dad.
even so much
Okay,
me, but he saw his kids in school. Oh, let's play Call of Duty.
okay,
Yeah. You know what I mean? That's the fad. That's the
okay.
wave.
So if he was our age and well, back in the 80s and 90s, he would have had Nintendo. But he is a kid now with Microsoft or Sony. By the time he becomes our age, he won't even be in the Nintendo isn't going to even have a market by the time your son becomes our age. It's that kid market is going to become smaller,
Mm.
and that's the most dangerous thing. When we were kids, we had Nintendo, and some of us had some a small market had the Master System, but that kid market is getting smaller and smaller. Nintendo has to make another system that emulates the greatness of Super Nintendo. That was the one console from Nintendo that had all third party support,
Well, but
amazing
the first
graphics.
NES and whatever the fuck, Nintendo, whatever the fuck yes, it had great third party support. And like I said it again, I say it again. I've grown up with Nintendo, but Nintendo has not grown up with me. I'm
Yeah,
gonna be real with you. I realized that Nintendo was kind of strict is when I had Mortal Kombat on the Genesis, then I had Mortal Kombat on the Super Nintendo. You had to
yeah.
put a special code and some other shit to get the blood on the Super Nintendo version. You know what I mean?
And what happens when you forget that code years later?
Yeah,
You
I don't
want
know.
to play
Yeah, I'm
with
just
something.
saying. But at the end of the day, like Nintendo did have great third party relationships. You know what I mean? They still had the Mario Karts and all that shit. But after a while, I outgrew that Mario Kart shit. I don't have the interest in it. You know what I mean? I don't want to
Yeah.
play that shit anymore. Like I'm just being real. It was cool then. Like Zelda. I mean, I had the gold cartridge. And this shit was revolutionary. You had the fucking battery in there. You had the cartridge. You had the hard drive. You could save your fucking your progress on the cartridge. Like that shit was like the dopest shit ever. That shit blew my mind. You know what I mean? Then you
Yeah.
could play this shit. I used to call it Zelda Part Two because you put the disc in. I mean the cartridge in, and I think you spelled the name Zelda, and it let you play a backward version of Zelda. It was the gold cartridge. You played like Zelda. It was like it was the same Zelda, but they flipped it a little bit. Like the boards was
Oh
flipped
yeah, they did that on the one.
on the Nintendo version. The original Zelda. I think you put the word Zelda
Yeah,
in it.
they did that before with the Zelda, the first one that came out for the Wii. And the GameCube or the Wii one was on the left and one was on the right. I think they did it for whatever reason, the controls or something like that. But Nintendo's kid market is going to be smaller 20 years from now, and that's the danger of Nintendo because, like your son, he is playing PlayStation and Xbox, so that's what he consumes.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't consume these kid-friendly games. Like when we were kids, we were Mario and Sonic and Ultra Beast and Streets of Rage and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But but we played Mario, we played all these games. But 20 years from now, it's gonna be really bad for Nintendo, I think. So they need to fix this problem ASAP. I'm not saying they don't have to. They can't make their Mario's or the Zeldas, but they have to be. Their next console has to be Super Nintendo. The next version of Super Nintendo.
Well, they got to go back and mend those bridges that they burnt down with third party. You know what I mean? Now
Yeah,
it's coming back to bite them in the ass. I
and
remember.
they can't be cheap about it. It has to be a blue. I mean, if they go with disc, it has to be a Blu-ray player. They can't pull this crap anymore. The Wii U has a Blu-ray player, but it doesn't play Blu-rays.
Yeah,
They
Nintendo
need,
just need. Yeah, Nintendo need. You know what is Nintendo doesn't play like they want to play royalty fees and
yeah,
shit. But no, but check it out. Like I was saying that as far as Nintendo, like I remember, I forgot when I first came to YouTube. I remember. I'm sorry. 2 weeks after I did the debate me and Shoki or some shit, and he tried to say I don't know if he tried to say the fact that the reason why uh, Nintendo didn't get a lot of third party games because of the disc size. And I was like, no. I said Nintendo could have got fucking Grand Theft Auto. What
yeah,
Nintendo did, they fucking went out there with the parents and boycotted, so they didn't want that fucking game on their wholesome fucking system.
yeah,
You know what I mean? That's real talk. Nintendo, they could have before Grand Theft Auto was what it is. What it is right now. Talk about
yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 3 when you like they killing hookers, you can really see it. Like the first one for the PlayStation 2. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like the first like the graphical looking one, Grand Theft
Yeah.
Auto 3. You know what I mean? They could have had that game, but Nintendo didn't want that on their console. Or just wrong. Before
And that,
Rockstar is what it is today, they didn't want that game on their console. They
and
was I did.
Rockstar really doesn't like Nintendo because like when these developers start hearing, well, you can't have that, you need to take out this stuff,
Yep.
and like John Carmack has said that he will, when he was at it will never make a Nintendo game. Now there have been games ported by other companies for Nintendo, but they had to take out the zombies. I think replace them with dogs or something,
Oh shit.
and
Yeah.
that was a
Nintendo need
Just
to cut this shit.
imagine
Even
taking that code
Yo,
and
bro,
rewriting
even
it.
even with the Wii U, when fucking Warner Brothers was doing Batman Arkham, whatever Armored Edition, they made them change Batwoman, what's that, Catwoman's
Catwoman.
outfit because it was too much cleavage showing. Like Nintendo need to cut the shit, bro.
Oh yeah,
They really need to cut the fucking shit. You know what I mean? I can't see someone just owning a Wii U only as their only console. You know what I mean? You can be a Nintendo fan, but yeah, I think even I'm not talking about a delusional Wii U homosexual, but I'm talking about a real gamer. You know what I mean? That likes
yeah,
Nintendo. Like they gotta be like, what the fuck is Nintendo doing? Like you know what I mean? They took to the stage on E3, Reggie said that they're going back after the consumers. They lost to Microsoft and they lost to Sony. Now, it made me go out and buy one. I said, I'm not fun. Fucking put my money where my mouth is. And you know what I mean? And I said it again. And when I got the Wii U, I should have known it was a telltale sign, bro, that the Wii U was going to be that much better because I was looking for something new. You know what I
yeah,
mean? I was tired of this generation, as far as the PS3 and 360. Those graphics were starting to look outdated to me. I wanted something new and something fresh. And I think with some leaked footage or something came out from, Nintendo showed Batman Arkham City off in France. And one of the publishers said that the PS3 version looked better. And they put that on Eurogamer, right? And I remember Dr. Trade almost trying to damage control it to my, no one never heard this site. This site is not credible and all this shit. But when I got the Wii U home and I, started booting up the games, it didn't look no better what I've been playing for the last 7 to 8 years. I'm like, oh shit. So then when Nintendo fans would say, well, those are just ports. You look at when the 360 came out, you're right, there was those ports. But I saw the power in the 360, you know what I mean? I
yeah,
knew that fucking Call of Duty 2 couldn't be done on the Xbox One. You know what I mean? Even though I saw a cameo in Perfect Dark, I knew that those graphics could not be obtained on the fucking original Xbox. I saw fucking DOA 4 And I knew that couldn't be done on the original Xbox. So I knew, you know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? I saw Fight Night Round 3. Forget about it. When they gave us that demo, those fucking graphics blew my fucking mind. And I never got that with that fucking Nintendo console. Never. Like, you come home from work, you buy, like when I got the new Xbox or the PS4, you're excited to get home from work, you play your shit or whatever the case may be. I never got that for the Wii U. Never. You know what I mean? Like I said, at
Yeah.
the end of the day, man. But, like I said, I hope, Nintendo, I don't know. Maybe they may see. I don't know. Like I said, it's a coulda, woulda, shoulda, woulda. But anyway, the Wii U Watchdog has been delayed. I think if Ubisoft is going to put this game out on the Wii U, that by them doing it, it's going to be a mistake because it's really not going to sell. Because I don't think nobody's going to wait for it really to buy it on the Wii
I'll
U.
just say one thing: if you Nintendo fans, I'm not trolling you guys want some of these games, go out and buy Black Flag right now. Buy Assassin's Creed 3, get it for $20. Get Black Flag. Show some support to Ubisoft because they've been giving support. Buy Rayman. Get some of those games. There's other games besides Nintendo made games that are good.
Yeah,
You
they,
know,
they cry for third party, but don't buy the goddamn games.
yeah.
Injustice tank, you know what I mean? Fucking was 20,000 copies first month. I don't think I'll be surprised if they get Call of Duty again this year. Call of Duty
Well,
sold like shit.
there's another company making Sledgehammer. They may get that because Treyarch has another studio that just does Nintendo games.
It may be the 3DS games because shit.
No, they made all the Wii games, the Wii U games. It's a studio that
But
Treyarch
the
owns.
Wii games, the Call of Duty, they sold a lot better than the Wii U's. A lot
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
You know what
I
I mean?
mean,
A lot better.
I don't know what Treyarch's gonna do with that studio. They might just keep it
I mean,
going.
they may keep it like I said. You never know. Like we said, we're the last of anything. Before we know, fucking these developers and fucking third party may have some fucking new Nintendo dev kits for we fucking. We don't
Yeah.
know what the fuck going on,
Well,
bro.
just to let Nintendo guys know, like Call of Duty Ghosts, which is made by Infinity Ward, the Wii U version is even that game is ported by the Treyarch studio.
Yeah.
Not the main Treyarch studio, a special division of Treyarch. So go out and buy Black Ops, get Ghosts. I mean, the single player of those games, they're not bad, they're fun.
Yeah, that's real talk. But anyway, this is your boy Next Gen 720. My special guest, Legal Winnings, man. It's been real. We just shooting the breeze. Let's make a video about it, man. But anyway, thank you guys for the support. Look for the podcast this weekend, this Sunday. I might have a real live Nintendo, a Wii U homosexual now. This guy here, Wii U Mad Gamer. I'm gonna try to. He's been begging to get into the podcast. He's not a fanboy. He loves Nintendo though. He just bought him an Xbox One. But I want to ask some questions, like really, like real talk, and I want to see like where, like not me even trolling. Like I'm saying, we're not gonna attack him. I just want to see like how like can they really keep their faith in Nintendo? And he's a grown. I guess he's a grown man. He's grown. You know what I mean? He's not a kid. Like I want to know like what the fuck is like what do they see in the Wii U and what do they see in Nintendo? And
Well, I'll just say this because I own a Wii U, and there are a couple of games I want to get. I'll probably get Bayonetta 2 maybe, but that game X, that RPG, I want to play that game really bad.
okay, so
You know?
one game $300.
Yep.
One game $300.
Yep.
Nah.
Well, that game's gonna be like
Hey, listen,
$400.
Peter, I'm wealthy, and I wouldn't buy one console for one goddamn game $200. I wouldn't do it. I'm just being real.
Yeah.
I told you that I watched their E3, and I said I'm gonna wait till E3, and I don't even trade things in. You know me, I'm a hermit. I still got my Sega Saturn, I still got all those goddamn consoles. When I took that Wii U back to GameStop, I was making a statement like, "Yo, what the fuck is this?" You know what I mean? Then they go to the VGX awards, and Nintendo got all this. They could have showed some new shit, some new exciting shit. These motherfuckers showed a character in an old ass Donkey Kong game, Cranky Kong.
Yeah.
They paid for all that fucking advertising to go there and show a character. It's like, boom, Microsoft got a big announcement to make. All right, Master Chief is not going to be green; he's going to be white. Ha ha! Like, what
I
the
know. I
fuck is
might
that?
get Donkey Kong when my niece comes over. I'll play that with her.
Like,
You
get
know.
the fuck, are you trolling right now, Nintendo? Like, you going, Nintendo got this fucking surprise they're gonna show. Like, I don't care if it's like, I'm not knocking those guys who do like Smash Bros. To me, it's the dumbest shit ever. I don't care for the shit. Like, I mean, to me, I don't look at it as a real fighting game, but that's just me. My thoughts and my opinion. When I eat, don't make you guys shit. But, I can see even show, like, don't get me, Smash Bros. Like, their fans are waiting to see this shit. Like, I mean, and these motherfuckers showed the character. Oh, like in a game. Like, come on with this shit, man. But anyway, like I said, we about to wrap this shit. It's already 30 minutes, man. This your boy Next Gen 720. We out here. Peace.